By age of the 45, you're gonna lose 30% of the microbiome in your gut. And this is not only affect your guts, it also cause you low-grade inflammation, which make you age faster, increase risk of the chronic conditions such as cardiovascular diseases, and even affect your brain. Maybe some of you know, inside our intestinal system is a trillion of the bacteria, which if you have healthy lifestyle, there are a lot of them, it's good bacteria, which actually work with your immune systems and actually is make it mature and fully functional. Therefore, bacteria in our guts and immune system work as a team. Bacteria keep the intestinal system environment healthy and good condition, and immune systems fight against any invader got to our body. As we get older, we're going to have less bacteria in our intestinal systems. Also, diversity of those bacteria become less, and the ratio of the bad bacteria to good bacteria increase. As a result, our immune system become weaker. That means we are become more sick, and when we get sick, it took much longer to heal. Also, when we vaccinate ourselves, vaccine doesn't work as effectively. This is one of the impact of the aging which a lot of people ignore. But there are good news here. You can partially reverse that negative impact. A lot of research shows improving your microbiome reduce risk of the inflammation, strengthen your immune systems, and keep you healthier for longer. To improve your microbiome, you can go buy expensive probiotic or supplement. Or you can do something which people has done it over 3,000 years, which consuming fermented foods such as sauerkraut or kimchi. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Reza and I have over 26 years experience in research and pharma industry, and since this year I decided to become full-time healthy lifestyle coach for middle-aged people. It's important as we get age to maintain our health of the microbiome, and one of the way to do so to having right type of the diet. One of the type of diet which we should add it to our diet, especially as we get over age of 40, is fermented food such as kimchi. And that's the reason for first time I decided to make my own kimchi, which is hopefully that motivate you to make your own kimchi at home and enjoy it, and hopefully then maintain and improve your microbiome as well. Kimchi especially is very good fermented food because it's definitely is a probiotic, because they provide you a lot of live lactobacillus bacteria, which is very important for healthy microbiome. Also is a probiotic because they provide a lot of different type of fiber, especially if you add different ingredients such as my recipe, which promote other bacteria because they feed in those vegetable and fiber as well. Without any further delay, let's see how we can prepare that kimchi together. Ingredient we need is Chinese cabbage, carrot, cucumber, that's from our garden, radish, white radish, spring onion. I'm going to use a pear, salt, the ionized, some vegetable stock, ginger, garlic, onion, miso paste, brown and white, as well as Korean chili, which is, they call it gochugaru, and soy sauce. First, chopped Chinese cabbages around, actually this is quite a big one, 1.8. Each kilo you put another 20 grams of the salt and let it lose the water and get soft. And since that happening, we're going to prepare other ingredient. Before we just do it from here, and then I'm going to rip it apart. And then I'm going to chop that part. Now we're going to add about 20 grams per each kilograms of cabbage salt. This is a pink salt. Add the salt to this, and as I add, just squeeze them gently. First, we're chopping our white radish. White radish is excellent prebiotic, which promoting a lot of healthy type of microorganism in our intestinal system. Also act as a antimicrobial to suppress harmful bacteria to grow in our intestinal system. Carrot again is fantastic things to add because have sugar, therefore is accelerate and provide enough fuel for fermentation. Also is rich in fiber and vitamin A. Cucumber, it's again is good source of the fiber, provide a lot of hydration and give a lot of nice taste to our fermentation. Spring onion, it's very, again, it's great things to add because have a lot of antimicrobial activity because of the sulfur component and promoting healthy bacteria. Chop onion. Fresh ginger, I'm going to just cut a good piece. I'm not going to bother to skin it because it's nice and fresh, a bit clean. Those bruise area. Pears. Six garlic. Clove. Have it here. I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of this miso and another teaspoon of the another miso. Maybe just a bit of that one again, a bit more. Give it a salty taste. I'm gonna add a 1/4 cup of soy sauce. A cup of vegetable broth. Now we're gonna add a quarter cup of gochujang, which is a red chili flake in Korea. And then blend all of those stuff in food processor and make it bright red paste. Kimchi paste is ready. I'm just gonna add it in here. Mix all of those ingredients. After 1 hour, when we add salt to our cabbage will become softer and in some respect dehydrated. Then first we wash them to get rid of the excess salt, and then we start to gently squeeze them with our hand. We don't want to break the structure that much, but we want to get rid of excess salt since our paste have enough salt on it. And we keep doing this for all of our cabbage. And then we add the cabbage with the remaining ingredients and mix them well to be all of the cabbage also coated with our kimchi paste, as you can see here. When all ingredients well mixed, we start to putting in the fermentation jar. This fermented jar has some advantage. You can basically do fermentation in any jars, but this fermented jar helps to the good bacteria grow and release the excess gas, but doesn't let oxygen get in to promote unhealthy bacteria. Also, they have those weight you can put in top of your ingredient. We push them ingredient down, and it's well covered with basically brine, which is again avoids fungi or bad bacteria grow in your mixture. This is my first kimchi. A couple of days is fermented. The smell seems ready. It's quite good. Those one is sterilized. I hope this video motivated you to have a try and make the kimchi at home as well. It's quite healthy. However, if you have high blood pressure, you may want to watch it because it still have salt, and you have to be careful. And if you have histamine allergy, also be careful. But except that, it's very good food to have in your diet to protect your microbiome. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give a thumb up and share it with your family and friend. And I just want to thank you all for giving your time and watching this video. And until next video, please eat healthy, be active, and be curious. Bye for now.